Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Good. 180.
Check back 21. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
A first down throw for Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Throwing on second and long. Mayfield. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Here's Hill on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 45-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at the 45. Now Manning. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
From the 30 on second down, Manning. And this one complete to Reed. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league.
Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Second down and goal. Mayfield. Khalil Mack picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now Mayfield on third and goal. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Jonathan Joseph will get the credit for the sack.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on second and goal, a sack on third and goal, now brings up a decision on fourth down.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Got it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some...
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the interception, Mayfield. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
To throw, Mayfield. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Take over. First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And Manning intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 7-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, Mayfield under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Travis Kelce there to make the grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.